Hi everyone, it is Kaela Bretz with the Paramedic Technology Program. I was asked to do a video over ProctorU. So some of the things that I'm going to cover are how to schedule an exam. I'm going to show you the website itself, and then I'm going to cover the cost to the students or the school, pros and cons as well. So just to make this short and sweet and give you just kind of an overview, my goal for this is for you to have an understanding of what ProctorU is and how you can use it in your classrooms and how we're using it in paramedic technology. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you the website. So when you first log on, you can go to www.proctoru.com. It's going to take you here. For some reason, they started doing this. If you just scroll up, it'll go away. And then you'll go over into this little area right on the top right here. I don't know why. Right here. And it will let you log in. So I'm going to just go ahead and log in under me so you can see what it's like from the professor or instructor's point of view. And it automatically logged me in because I have it set up that way. So it'll bring you to your home. And here it'll show you how many departments you're in, how many terms you've been using them for, how many instructors are in ProctorU, how many exams, and how many test takers. You can find an exam by a specific name or by a term. And that's just some of the things that you need to be thinking about when you're setting up your exams. Next, if you scroll down, it will list every exam that you have set up in there. So if you want to use a certain exam year after year, say this 27 or this PTEP 2500 fall of 17 midterm, I can just reactivate that and reuse that exact same exam information. So it will then show up the exact same way in Moodle. Next thing, up here you can see the schedule. It'll show you what dates are available, what dates you need. You can search by your specific exam. You can see how many appointments are for each day this way. It gives you a lot of ways to look at different things. You can see any incidents. That's one nice thing that I like about ProctorU is that my students, anytime they log into ProctorU, are live video. They're watched by a live person over a web camera. They also have to have speakers as well. And I'll go over that a little bit here in just a minute. So you have all of your sessions. So I can see all of my students, what they've taken, when they've taken it, if something was voided, so they had to cancel their exam for that particular time. It'll show you, exact times that they started. It'll give you specific ID numbers for that session. You can also look at any escalation. So if they had to escalate something, then it'll go to you. I haven't had to have any of those, thank goodness. And then in the incident center. So if you have a specific test taker that you want to look up, then you can type in their name here and search it, and it'll bring up any of those incidents. Activity report, cancellation report, test taker surveys, they are all supposed to be taking those every time. And really the surveys, the test taker surveys are the big thing that we want to have them do. Mine, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if they're getting an email or if they're just not aware of it as well as I should have. Let them know, but that's something that they need to start doing so that ProctorU can make things better for our students. So that's kind of just an overview of ProctorU tabs. When you go in and you want to make a new quiz, I make all of my stuff through ProctorU. I know there are links in Moodle that you can link it right there. For me, it was just easier to have them go into ProctorU, and then once they're into ProctorU, it'll take them into Moodle and stuff. So you can add a new exam, you click exam, and you can title it. So let's say I'm going to set up a summer drug quiz. So you can give your exam any title you want it to be. I do suggest keeping it fairly not broad, but very narrow, so that the students not only know what to look for, but you're not using the exact same, like quiz 1, for instance, you don't want to use, because then it's going to read it as one that's already been taken, and it's in a different semester, even though that it's a different quiz. The department is always going to be general. That's the only option we have. Incident users, this is in case that something, they find something or they have to stop a student. They will notify you or whoever you have in this incident user. I always put myself and I add Russ in here just because we are both instructors for this summer course. I select the term. It should only have summer 18. Now this is one area that it wasn't letting me create quizzes, and it was because they hadn't set up the summer term for my profile yet. So if you run into that, have them look into that first and foremost. You can set it up for any instructor. I set it up for me, however long that you want to let them have on it. You can give them an exam URL. I do use passwords, because in the past I have had students that were supposed to be using ProctorU that just went into Moodle and took it in Moodle. So they were just not going through ProctorU. So I lock it down so that they can only get into it through this password. Now, ProctorU will not give the students the password. They will put in the password and take over their computer and put in the password for them. So that's another way to keep it secure, so that they're not giving out that password to everyone. It also is something that will not work with Lockdown Browser. So because it kind of does the same thing. So if you have students that are in the classroom and students that are in like going to take it on ProctorU via distance, then that's something that you need to be aware of when you're setting up your exam times. So I'll set up my password here, type in the same password, and I change these up for every single exam, because my students in the classroom have where that automatically saves the passwords, and they have tried to use the same password for a different exam and it didn't work. One nice thing that ProctorU does have is that they have this nice little template. So if you know every single test you want to set up the exact same, you can create a template. And as you can see here, I've already done that. Now, just for the purposes of today in this video, I will not do that. But it'll let you select node resources. If you let them use their textbooks, they can use their textbooks, they can use their ebook, they can use any of the calculators that they have here, any notes. If you want them to use specific courses or scratch paper or browsers, anything like that, you can put that in here. So bathroom breaks, other resources, you can have all of that listed in here. For me, I usually let them have a calculator, or either the computer's calculator or a 4-function calculator. I let them use a piece of scratch paper, and I make them destroy that scratch paper afterwards. In Chrome, I don't care which way they take it, Chrome, Safari, Internet, Firefox, whichever works the best for them. Next thing, the expected number of test takers. So for this specific exam, I know I have 2 students that are going to be taking it on here. That's all I put on there. I do let them notify myself and Russ when they do schedule an exam. That kind of just lets me know that they are on top of things and have scheduled that exam. If they have any issues, I do give them information on when they can get a hold of me, and the best times that they can get a hold of me on my in-office or either email. And then you set up your exam window. So this is when the students can take the exam. So for instance, this one is going to be one that they can take clear till the end of the semester, which is the 27th at midnight. But I leave it at 2300 because it does take some time for them to get up and going and get started, I make that be the last appointment. So if your exam is going to take an hour, then I would suggest making your last appointment an hour and a half at least earlier. Just due to busy times, it takes them longer to get in and get everybody verified. I do label my windows, drug quiz 1 window, and then I can actually add another one. So this is where if you have students that are taking it at home, you can put in that window from before the class time and then after class time. So you can add 2 different windows where they can take those exams. And then you submit it for review. Since this one is one that will show up less than 72 hours, it says that it costs a premium rate for your students. Now, when the students are signing up for these, it will show a cost associated with that. However, when the students go to check out, everything is billed to the college. It goes through Digital Learning Center. And so there is no cost to our students, which is one reason why I really like this, because it's a way for them to be able to take this. For us specifically, we have a lot of shift workers. So if they're working night shifts, it's really hard for them in the middle of the day to log in and schedule an exam when they're coming off of a night shift. So this way they can take it at midnight, they can take it at 2 a.m. As long as it's within that window, then they can take it that way. And they can take it at home, they can take it wherever they have the best and quickest internet that will support ProctorU. I do have a packet that will be added into the Moodle course for you that you can print off and give to your students. It gives them some tips and tricks and some things that they can go and test their computers to make sure that it works. So once your exam is created, it's pending review. They just go over it. If they have any questions, and they'll send you an email. Here, the profile will show you everything you need to know about that quiz, so that if you forget the password or something, you need to put it somewhere else, then it will show you that password right there. And that's about all on the website. That's how you schedule it. That's how you create a quiz. Some of the pros with this is that it is on the student's own time. So it really gives them a lot of leeway on exact times that they can take it. They're not bound by testing centers, times that they're only open. They can take it. You can set it up so that they have a week to take the quiz, and they can take it at the beginning of the week or they can take it at the end of the week. So that's some of the pros. Some of the cons is that it does take sometimes a little bit of time for the students to get started into the quiz. Now, Sherry Rommel has had students and they love it, and they haven't really said that they have any issues, but my students for some reason have taken 15 to 20 minutes before their quiz starts, before they're even able to get to the quiz to get signed in. That's just something that I think is a little bit that they need to know ahead of time, that you need to schedule this for 2 hours or however much extra time that they need to have. I would suggest at the max 45 minutes before you need to start taking your exam. If anything is past that, there's an issue with ProctorU and it needs to be addressed. And we have our rep's number that we can get a hold of for that. So if that happens, let Digital Learning know, let the rep know so that they can get it addressed. We went over the costs, some of the cons. Another thing that you can do with ProctorU is in our Moodle. I need to go to this one. Hopefully it's, let me just re-look it. So the nice thing is that I have a bunch of distance students that are throughout the state, and no matter where they're at, they've all been able to log in and use ProctorU. It's another nice one that even if somebody isn't able to make it, let's say they're sick or something, you can create a ProctorU exam and the students can take it that way as well. So in your courses, you can actually add, and I'm not great at this new one yet. Oh, I gotta turn on my settings first. So when you add an activity or resource, you can actually add it through here. So basically what the students do is they go into ProctorU, they'll get set up with their Proctor. What they actually do is they have to have a mirror, and they'll make their web camera pan around the room, and then they take the mirror and show them the face of their computer and their desktop and everything to make sure that they don't have any sticky notes or anything. They do interrupt them if they look to one area a bunch or if they hear somebody that they're talking to. Even I've had some students that have gotten interrupted because their dogs are running around in the room. So that's something that the students need to know, that it needs to be a fairly quiet room for them to be able to take these quizzes in. And here with the external tool, you can add it. It's pulled up. And right here is where the ProctorU is at. I haven't tried it this way, so I don't know exactly how that is set up and how it works from the student side. That's something that I'm going to be trying this semester or this fall semester with my students. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. My office number is 268-2589, and then my email address is kbretz@caspercollege.edu. I'm more than willing to help anybody set up and create their first exam. So let me know if you need any help. Hope this helps.